God warns someone you trust is being exposed right now. Don't skip this, because if you miss the message, you might miss a crucial piece of your own story. My child, pay close attention as I talk about parts of your life that you didn't see as signs from God. I'm going to show you 7 times that I called your name. 7 times heaven reached out. 7 times that are meant to protect you, help you, and show you the way. You didn't push me aside because you didn't care. For some reason, you didn't pay attention to me. You thought those times were just a coincidence, but I was trying to keep you safe. You were upset, tired, busy, uncertain, and lost, and my voice was lost in all the noise. The 7th call has now ended, though. That's why I'm speaking so quickly. My beloved child, the first time I called you, you were trying to ignore that quiet feeling in your heart. You could feel it. Your spirit felt a strange, gentle tug that you couldn't put your finger on. It told you to stop, slow down, and think about your path. There was a shift, a whisper, or a thought that told you something is wrong. You didn't pay attention to it, though, because life was too loud, too fast, and too full. You told yourself it was just stress and being tired. That was me, though. That was me trying to warn you before things got bad. I saw things you couldn't. I knew what was going to happen. Before the storm, I tried to pull you to the side to get your attention, but you didn't know it was me. You kept going. Once more, I called you during the long wait that made you so mad. You were about to walk through a door when it suddenly shut. You were excited about a plan that didn't work out. You lost something you were hoping for. You were upset, lost, and even hurt. You didn't understand why things didn't go well. It seemed like the delay was a punishment to you. Even so, it wasn't a punishment, it was for safety. I blocked that way because I knew it would make you feel down. It would have been too much for you to handle, so I took away a chance. You saw it as being turned down, but I saw it as being saved. I tried to keep you from stepping into a trap that the enemy set. You thought the delay was a mistake because you couldn't see what was coming next. It wasn't a message from heaven. The 3rd time I called, you quickly forgot about the dream that made you feel bad, the dream that seemed like a message, that dream that made your heart race when you woke up. You put it off even though you thought it was important. You did something else. You told yourself it wasn't important. But that dream was me showing you what was going on in your spirit world, letting you see things that your natural eyes couldn't. During the only time your mind was clear enough to hear me, I tried to get your attention. But then you woke up and went back to your normal life. The dream slowly faded away. It was my voice, sending you pictures to keep you safe from what was going to happen. When I called you the 4th time, I was taking someone out of your life. Someone you believed you needed. Someone you believed would be in your future. Someone who made you feel at ease at home or excited. You held on to them, but they were making you feel less strong. Even though you wanted to keep them, they weren't meant to be with you. You had no idea that they were slowly pulling you away from me. I couldn't let that keep going. I took them out of your life to protect you, not to hurt you, you cried. You asked things. You were confused about why the link broke off so quickly. But, my child, that broken connection was a sign from God. It took away the thing that would have killed you in the long run. You thought you were being turned down, but you were saved. When I called you for the 5th time, your heart was broken. That moment when you felt like everything inside you was breaking down, when the pain was too great to describe or carry by oneself. That breakup wasn't because I hurt you. It was life shaking loose what wouldn't stay put. I let the pain happen because sometimes it's the only thing loud enough to bring my heart back to me after it took a trip. For the first time ever, you reached out to me when you were broken. I called you through your tears, your sadness, and the pain in your chest. When everything else in your life went wrong, I was pulling you closer. It wasn't abandonment that broke her heart. It was a message to find healing in my arms. I called you 6 times, and the 6th time, you were suddenly feeling heavy. That heavy pressure that you can't explain. That spiritual weight that made you feel like something was wrong but not sure what. That weight wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a message. Your spirit knew there was going to be a fight. It was getting dark faster. The enemy was getting ready to attack. It was something your soul knew before your mind did. I told you in a whisper. Close up, my child, I told him. Say prayers, pay attention, and stay awake. But things in your life kept drawing your attention away. You also didn't know that the weight was my cry for help. And the 7th time I called, you didn't hear me because everything else was too loud. The whisper that said, "No, come back to me. Things can't go on like this." Even though it was soft, you ignored it and told yourself you'd pray later. In the end, you'd go slower. You'll hear it later. But later never showed up. You didn't turn me down. You were just too busy. You didn't ignore me to show that you didn't care. You were in pain. There was no reason for you to leave. You were worn out, lost, uncertain, and heavy. But, kid, this 7th call was your last chance to listen before I had to get louder. Seaman, the Bible is my strength. That reading God's word every day feeds your soul. That's why I'm speaking so quickly now. The 7 calls have been met with doubt, distraction, or confusion. Because you can't stay away from the danger you're facing without my help. Your fate is too important to risk losing. Because I care too much about your heart. I can't keep quiet because your soul is too important to me. You believed those events were without a reason. But those were my calls to save you. Everyone who talked to you, every delay, every interruption, every loss, and every warning was my voice. This message is no longer hidden, though. This message is short and important. Listen up, my child. This is your wake-up call, your chance to change your lifeline. I won't let you go into what's coming unless you're ready. Follow me. I want to talk to your heart. Heaven has been waiting for this moment. Listen with all the peace your heart can muster, my beloved child. Now I have to explain why this feeling is heavier than any other you've had before. This isn't just another message. This isn't just words of support or comfort. This message from heaven was sent quickly and strongly, with all of heaven's full attention on every word. This is my turn to talk because something bad is about to happen. Nothing you can do to avoid it. Not even your strength or smarts can help you get away from it. This is not meant to scare you. Worry and fear are not words I use or want to use. I'm telling you this to get you ready, keep you safe, and get your life back on track before the storm comes. I stopped being gentle because there is danger nearby. It's really loud here because time is running out. You could feel the stress building up around you, but couldn't put your finger on it. You felt heavy, but you thought it was just your feelings. You were really tired, and sleep couldn't help. You were stressed out by little things that normally wouldn't bother you. You could feel your peace leaving you. There was a whisper of confusion in the back of your mind. These feelings weren't just happening. Those were signs. There were clues that the spiritual world was changing. There were signs that something was coming. There were signs that the enemy was getting ready to attack. Before you felt it, I saw it form. I saw the dark getting ready. I saw them set the trap. I couldn't keep quiet when I saw the ways the enemy was trying to get into your life. I want you to know that ignoring my voice has real spiritual effects. Not because I want to punish you, but because you leave yourself open when you walk without me. You leave the safety net that keeps you safe when you move without listening. When you decide things without me, you go down paths that were not meant for you. And when danger is close, those few steps away turn into wide open doors that the enemy is ready to use. That's why I'm here now. It wasn't soft or subtle. It was loud enough that your spirit can't say it didn't hear me. That's all the warnings. It's not because my love has limits. It's just that the season has changed. We can't face the danger that's coming with weak faith or a half-hearted search. You can't just drift and stay alive as something comes closer. You can't be inconsistent, sleepy, numb, or far away and expect to beat what's coming at you. Something is coming up that needs your full attention, full obedience, full awareness, and full connection to me. You can't just ignore me now. I'm not mad at you. I need you so badly. It doesn't disappoint me. I look out for you. I don't think less of you. I want to save you. You are mine, and I won't let you go into the dark without having me see you. I don't want to see your heart break because of stress that could have been avoided. I won't stand by and watch you fall into a trap that I could have stopped with my voice. I will not let the enemy take what I had planned for you because you were busy and didn't hear me. That's why this message sounds and feels stronger. Heaven is taking over. Spiritual signs are gifts that you need to understand. They're not sent to make you feel bad. They were sent to protect you. When I talk quickly, it means that the season is changing. It means a choice is about to be made. It means that a choice can open or close doors. The next few steps of your journey are important in a world you can't see. You'll feel bad about missing this moment if you ignore me again. Not because I'm going to leave you, but because you'll have problems that I tried to keep you from having. You've been seen by the enemy. He knows that you're tired. He knows where you're lacking. He knows when you doubt yourself. He knows the people who have an effect on you. He knows what makes you want to give in. He knows that the wounds you have still hurt. He's also going over ways to hit you where you're weakest. But I'm telling you about his plans before he does anything with them. Before it hurts you, I'm showing you the danger. Before the blow comes, I'm giving you the alarm. You'll get into what I was trying to keep you from if you don't listen and ignore my voice again. Your spiritual path has been off. It's not that you wanted to leave me, but because life has been pulling you in too many directions at once. You're tired, not because you're weak, but because your spirit has been fighting battles that are too big for one heart to handle. You've been numb not because you don't care, but because you haven't had time to rest. An empty heart, on the other hand, can't see danger. The enemy can't be seen by a spirit that is tired. A soul that isn't well can't hear warnings. There comes a time when whispering to you is no longer enough. That's why I sound different now. That's why I feel more rushed. That's why I feel more confident, strong, and powerful. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. This is not a time to joke around, my child. You're about to go through a spiritual change. If you listen or wait, something else will happen. You can choose between two ways to go. One leads to safety, clear thinking, big steps forward, and protection. The other ones cause confusion, regret, heartbreak, and pain that isn't necessary. You also can't just pick something at random. I'm not warning you because I expect the worst. I'm warning you because I can see how dangerous it is. But listen to this too. Everything that warns me is wrapped in my love. Every time I tell a hard truth, it's because I care. Because I care, I point out danger. I have to talk quickly because I don't want to lose you. I correct you because I care too much about your fate. I get in the way of your life because I can see things you can't. My warnings aren't turns down. They come to help. My loud voice doesn't mean I'm mad. It keeps you safe. My hurry isn't a punishment. It's the strongest kind of love. You are mine. Also, I won't let you walk into the dark without the light. You are mine, and I will not let you fall into the enemy's trap without stopping you with my hand. I will shake the heavens to get your attention if I have to. I will always love you. Even if you give up on yourself, you are mine, and no threat will succeed if you do what I say now. Child, pay attention to me. Now is the time to turn. This is the fork in the road. Before the change, this is the last alert. I'm with you. I'm telling you this. I am looking out for you. I'm ready to keep you safe through what's coming. Please pay close attention, my child, if you want to stay with me. I need to tell you about the danger that is growing around you. There is danger that your normal eyes can't see. Slowly but surely, danger has been building up, ready to strike when you're least expecting it. This is not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. I want you to calm people down and make things clear. Things have changed in the spiritual world, and a storm is gathering around your life. You'll run right into something that will destroy your peace, your purpose, and your future if you don't pay attention now and listen with all your heart. This fight isn't small. This isn't just a passing issue. You can't just push through this like you have with everything else. That's right. This is a direct attack that was carefully thought out and made to target your weaknesses, hurts, and weak spots. There is something going on in the background to break you because the enemy knows what will happen if you stand up, listen, and obey. He's scared of what you're turning into. He's scared of the power you have. It's the calling that's making you feel scared. So he's not just moving around randomly. Things are getting worse around you, my child. You've felt them before, but you couldn't put your finger on it. The sudden heaviness, the unstable emotions, the confusion that comes out of nowhere, the spiritual drain, the anxiety that keeps telling you lies, and the thoughts that make you doubt yourself. Question your worth and not trust the choices you've made. These aren't signs that you failed. These are signs of a battle in the spirit world. Your life is not falling apart. Someone is after you. And I'm telling you about the attack so it doesn't come as a surprise. Also, temptation has been getting stronger. Not just the urge to sin, but also the urge to give up. Temptation to be by yourself. The urge to give up something important. Temptation to get involved with people who aren't right for your calling. The urge to keep your voice down. Want to return to old bad habits that have hurt you in the past. When your fate is close, temptation always gets stronger. The enemy tries to distract you from the real healing I'm about to give you by giving you fake comfort. He shows you patterns you already know so that you'll go backwards instead of forwards. But I want to talk to you more. I'm calling you out of chains that used to wear you down. I'm telling you to break habits that used to run your life. I want you to get out of thoughts that were never yours. During this storm, the wrong people have been coming into your life. A few of them have already shown up. A lot of people with nice words but sneaky plans. People who are exciting but not stable. There are some people who seem nice but are actually spiritual threats. People who take from you instead of giving. People who make your wounds worse instead of better. The enemy often turns people against their will to change fates. He knows that your heart is soft, that you care a lot, and that you want to connect with someone. So he sends fakes that look like they are comfort. Watch out, my child. This season, not everyone who comes to you is sent by me. Some are sent to drain you, annoy you, hold you up, or trick you. Emotional traps are starting to form around you. Tricks that look like, I'm just tired. I'm just overwhelmed. I just need a break. I'm just confused. However, the enemy is tying up a net that is meant to catch you in hopelessness, stress, emotional breakdown, or spiritual numbness. He wants to surprise you. He wants you to sink slowly so that you don't realize you're in trouble until it's too late. He wants you to think about how valuable you are. He wants you to feel like you're not in my presence. He wants you to start believing lies about yourself based on how you feel. You're not the only one who feels this way, though. I'm telling you about all the traps before they get to you. There is also hidden lying going on. Lies that are whispered into your spirit. Lies that sound like what you're thinking. Lies that seem like they make sense. Lies that you know well. Telling lies like, you're not good enough. There will be no change. God is very far away. You're getting lost. You're by yourself. You don't understand anyone. This is not working. You are behind in life, on purpose. These lies were spread slowly so that you would start to believe them. But, kid, those thoughts aren't mine. They are from the dark side and are trying to cover your mind so you can't see who you really are. The enemy has learned a lot about you. He knows that when you're alone, you're most likely to be hurt. He knows that feeling like you're not seen can make you feel down. He knows how scary it is to not know what will happen next. He knows that being tired makes you less strong. He has seen how you behave. He has seen how hurt you are. His plan was to wait for when your heart is most worn out. He tries to strike when your mind and spirit are the busiest and thoughts are the most scattered. That's why I had to shout instead of whisper. I just couldn't wait because of that. I had to come right now. That's why I need to speak quickly. Spiritually, you're in a bad spot, and you don't even know it. I do, though. Everything is taking shape in the world I can't see. I see the enemy getting ready to bring someone into your life who will make you feel better, but will actually be bad for you. The enemy is planning to open up an old wound again in the hopes that it will hurt you again. He is trying to make you lose your sense of right and wrong, so you make hasty choices instead of smart ones. I think the enemy is trying to get you to fall back into old emotional patterns that you thought you had left behind years ago. I think the enemy is trying to push you to the point where you give up. Please hear me, my child. Listen to my voice right now. I can hear the urgency in your tone if you don't respond. If you keep ignoring it, you will walk right into something that was meant to destroy your peace, your purpose, and your future. I'm not the one who poses this threat. It comes from someone who is afraid of what you're becoming. Because you are weak, you are not being warned. You are being warned because you were picked. What heaven has marked is always under attack by the enemy. There is hope for you, though. You're not by yourself. You can do something. I'm speaking now to put myself between you and the danger that is coming your way. I'm telling you about the attack, so you don't get caught in it. I'm putting you out in the storm so it can't swallow you up. By shining light into the darkness, I'm making it weak. Say, man, if God always protects you, then you are my defense. Child, pay attention to me. It's true that there is danger, but I am safe. There is an attack coming, but you are also making progress. The enemy is getting stronger, but I'm also. No weapon that is made against you will work if you stay close to me, obey me, and trust me. You are mine, and if you listen now, I won't let what's coming down hurt you. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My child, lean in and take slow, deep breaths, because I need to touch you gently now about something inside you, your heart's health. The heart that feels, not the heart that you see. When your heart breaks, it keeps beating even when it's tired. It's been screaming in your head while you don't say a word. Do not feel ashamed or scared when you listen to me. Have an open heart and be willing to listen without defending yourself. I'm going to tell you something with love. What I'm about to say is meant to help you, not hurt you. And everything I'm about to say is meant to heal, not to judge. You are emotionally worn out, my beloved child. That's too much for you to carry for too long without taking a break. You didn't choose to carry these weights on your heart, taking on duties you didn't ask for, some fights you shouldn't do by yourself. You wake up tired, stay tired all day, and fall asleep tired, but you still wake up without peace. You keep pushing yourself, telling yourself to be strong, and making yourself do things. Your emotions are so weak that you feel like giving up, even when you want to. Even though you're trying hard to stay together, you feel like you're slowly falling apart. I get it. I saw every time you tried to smile, even though your heart was beating fast. I've seen you hold back tears because you didn't have the strength to talk about how empty you felt. You are worn out, my child, but you won't admit it to yourself. You feel like you're going numb, something heavy and quiet that you've been trying to ignore. Things don't make you feel the same way they used to. Happiness seems very far away. Peace seems short-lived. I feel like hope is weak. Things that used to make your heart beat faster now feel dull, fuzzy, and quiet. Because you don't want to bother anyone. You've been telling yourself you're fine. But the truth is that your spirit is tired. You forgot what it's like to live in peace because you've been in survival mode for so long. Being numb is not a sign of failure, it is tiredness. It's your soul trying to keep itself from breaking from all the pain at once. But I don't want you to feel nothing. I want you to get better. You are feeling confused inside. You have problems, doubts, and questions that you can't answer. You've been trying to figure out what's going on in your life. However, the more you think, the less clear things become. You can't decide what to do. Feeling torn between the person you used to be and the person you're becoming. You are torn between what you want and what you fear. Not sure what to do with your past or your future. Your thoughts are very loud and jumbled right now, which makes it hard for you to tell which voice is mine. It wasn't me who caused this mess. It was caused by the spiritual pressure and battle going on around you in the world you can't see. And your heart has been tired, making it harder for you to feel my gentle nudges. I know you've been trying to figure out what I want, but a heart that's too full can't see clearly. Not because you wanted to ignore me, but because you weren't sure what to do, were worried, were too busy, or were afraid of making the wrong move. At times, I whispered directions to you, but you didn't follow them. I sometimes pushed you to let go of something bad, but you hung on a little longer. I asked you to move forward sometimes, but fear told you to wait. It kept happening to you. I'll obey later. In the end, though, they kept getting pushed farther away. It's not that you ignored me because you're rude. Since you're upset, you didn't pay attention to me. I think you ignored me because you were tired. Life had been too loud for you to hear, and my voice was too soft. But, my child, putting off obeying is the same thing as not being protected. I'm not sure if you've been trying to avoid my voice, but you have been. Every time I told you to be still, you got tense. You got antsy every time I told you to slow down. Every time I got close to talking, life's noise pushed me away. You didn't turn me down. You didn't want to face the things I wanted to heal. You tried to stay away from me because you knew that being in my light would make you see wounds you didn't want to see. You got busy because being alone in the quiet made you face your pain. But, my child, running will only make it take longer for you to get better. You're tired on a spiritual level. You're not weak or broken beyond repair. You're just tired. Are you sick of fighting battles you can't see and being strong for everyone else? Are you sick of doubting your worth? Don't want to not know what will happen next? Getting tired of feeling cut off from me? Had enough of trying to pray and not feeling anything? Are you sick of feeling bad about how spiritually dry you are? Because your heart is so full, you stopped paying attention to my warnings. Your spirit was so worn out that you could barely understand. It's been like you've been surviving instead of truly living, crying inside instead of healing, hoping quietly instead of believing boldly. But listen up, my child. I'm not mad at you. I really want to save you. Don't worry about me. You are in my sights. Don't judge me. I'm going to lift you up. I'm not mad at you for being tired. I am responding with kindness. When the heart is full, it can't hear whispers. That's why I've started talking louder. Not because they are angry, but because they love you. They didn't do it to scold, but to save someone. I saw that you were going down and came to help you. I saw that you were becoming more numb, so I came to wake you up. I saw that your confusion was getting worse, so I came to help you understand. I saw how tired you were breaking you, so I came to make you stronger. I saw that danger was coming and came to protect you. You are mine. You are mine, so I can't stand by and let you fall apart. I can't stand to see you take a break and act like everything is fine. I can't stand to see you drift away from me while the enemy makes progress. When you walk toward danger, I can't stand to watch. I will always stop bad things from happening to you before they do. That's what I am as your savior. That's what I'm like as your dad. I'm here, my child. I am touching wounds that are very deep. I have the heaviest weight on my back. I'm quieting the worst fears. I'm calming down the most crazy thoughts. I'm getting your spirit going again. Even though you're tired, you are not alone. Even though you feel nothing, know that we have not forgotten about you. You're not lost, even though you feel lost. You're not alone, even though you feel weak. Please come back to me. Come close to me. Let me make your heart feel better. Let me fill the empty parts of you with life. Let me help you get stronger again. Let me be there to break the silence. The reason I'm here isn't to scold you, but to save you and heal you. Not to leave you where you are, but to get you better. I will not let you go now that this is your chance to be saved. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Come closer to me now, my beloved child, because I'm about to touch parts of you that you've kept hidden for years. You hide your wounds behind your strength and your pain behind your silence. I'm going to talk to the parts of you that feel too fragile to show. That's not why I tell you about these places. I want to heal you. I don't call them out to make you look bad. I do it to set you free. But I don't shine a light on them to judge you. I do it to help you get out of the darkness they made. These wounds have been with you in silence because you thought they were small, manageable, or would just go away. But, my child, here's the truth. You thought all of your wounds were better, but they still talk to you at night. And these wounds will get worse if you don't pay attention to me now. It's made you feel alone, not always in ways you can explain, but in your heart, deep down. There were times when no one answered when you reached out. There were times when no one heard you cry. There were times when you needed comfort and only heard silence. People learn not to expect you to stay. You learned to deal with things on your own. You learned how to get by without anyone else's help. But being left behind left a scar that still tells lies. You're by yourself. No one cares. Everyone goes away. You're not worth the work. Those lies are not true, but you can still hear them in your soul. I saw every second you felt like you were falling behind. There was a time when you felt empty, when people left. I never left you either, not even for a breath. You haven't felt heard. You told the truth about your pain, your hopes, and your needs. But too often, people ignored, misunderstood, or made your words seem small. You learned not to talk about how you felt because it didn't make you feel better. You learned to act like everything was okay because it never felt safe to let your heart open. Because being open seemed pointless. You learned to keep quiet, but you've been screaming inside. You've been longing for someone to really hear you, really understand you, and really see you. I've heard everything you never said, my child. Every prayer you said in your tears was heard by me. I've heard all the things you were afraid to say. I have never missed a single tear you shed. You feel guilty. Feel bad about what you said. Feel bad about things you didn't say. Feeling guilty about the decisions you made. Feeling guilty about decisions you didn't make. Feel bad about the people you couldn't save. Feel guilty for times when you weren't enough. You punish yourself for mistakes I already forgot about a long time ago. When you think about old times, you judge yourself more harshly than anyone else would. But guilt is like a heavy chain that's around your spirit. You shouldn't let what happened yesterday hold you back, my child. I let you off the hook before you even asked. I don't care about what happened in the past. I don't judge you the way you judge yourself. We forgive you. You have been saved and loved. Get rid of your guilt. You are not allowed to carry it. Type Amen if you think answers are on the way. My prayers are moving heaven. And share this video. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.